Alright, my name is Noah. This is update 14 to the escape plan. In these videos, I really document the journey that I'm taking to self-employment, finding time freedom, and really lifestyle freedom. Yesterday and recently I've been reading this book called The 4-Hour Workweek by Tim Ferriss, which is a fantastic book for anyone that is trying to find self-employment. And the whole idea of this book is that we can actually do the same work we do in 40 hours a week in 4 hours. In the previous chapter I read, it's called Time Wasters, and he's considered the end of time management, really, because we don't need to manage our time. We just need to be more effective in the time that's given to us. And there's 2 laws that he talks about, and one of them I've heard of, which is the 80-20 rule, which states that 80% of the results occur because of 20% of the efforts. So, the idea behind that is that if you could find the 20% that is producing X results, then you could just put more effort into those 20% and produce more results, or produce the same results in 20% of the time. And the other rule is a rule that I haven't really heard of, but when you think about it, it makes perfect sense, and it's called Parkinson's law, which states that we create work to fill the time that is allotted to us. So if you're working a 9-to-5 job, you're naturally going to find work to fill those 8 hours. And paradoxically, those 2 rules, the 80-20 rule and the Parkinson's law, kind of seem to go against each other, but they really work in conjunction. And he's saying that if you could find the 20% that is producing the 80% of the results, well then, and you could limit the time window you have to complete that 20%, well, you could complete it in a much faster time than 20% of the time, but maybe even 10% of the time. And it's believable too, and I can think of times in the past where there's been a huge time crunch for something I needed to get done that would normally take me a super long time, but since I only had this small window, you almost get in this very focused state, and you just pound it out in a few hours of just pure focus. And I think it's really cool, and I think it's possible, so it's really something that I'm trying to focus on, is finding what I'm doing that is actually not productive. I think it's very easy to be busy but not be effective or not be productive. You know, there's a difference between motion and progress. And I think we all need to kind of just try to find those things we do that are really just making busy work and cut them out. That's all I have for today. I'll catch you tomorrow.